Evening. Right, so I've got something new for the bike. It's the Chigee TPMS, so tyre pressure monitoring system. Now, I know people that have ridden bikes for eons and never had a puncture. Me, on the other hand, well, I've been riding 8 years and I've now had 2 punctures, which turned out to be very inconvenient. First time was on my old Hornet, and I had to get recovered because I didn't have a puncture repair kit. And the second time was on the 650 in Wales. Brilliant. Right on the Black Mountain Pass. Luckily I was with a group of lads, although I did have a puncture repair kit. Stopped, sorted it out, fair enough. So you're now going to be saying, well, you've had a puncture. Right, okay. Problem is, I now get that, I don't know if it's just me. Please tell me in the comments if it's not just me. Please tell me it's not just me. You then get like bloody tyre pressure anxiety. It's like, well, does it, you know, you're there, you're doing this. You're like, is it right? Is it not right? Have I got a flat? And I was like, oh. Anyway, long story short, I got that. So, let's unbox it and see what's about. Full disclosure, I already opened this box, so I wanted to see what was in it, sort of. Why is it the first time you pull it out it's fine, second time you pull it out not so much. Right, again, like I've seen with other Chigee stuff, nicely packed, got the little monitor there which looks cool, feels alright, looks alright. Yeah. We have the 2 valve caps, which will replace obviously my originals. Charging cable and a load of mounting options. Now, I already have a GoPro mount on my bike, so I will be using the GoPro mount that's on my bike, oddly enough. Right, so yeah, anybody read Chinese? Because I'm buggered if I can. Anyway, right, I'm gonna have a quick read of this, and then once I know what I'm doing, I'll bring you back and we'll fit it to the bike. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Right, sorry for the beeping. So I've taken everything out, and I had to connect the power for it to fire up, but it's got 2 bars of battery. I'm not quite sure what that's about. But when you get it, you just hold down that button, you hear the long beep, then you set your front tire pressure. So I run 36 front, 42 rear. Press the button again, that then will then alarm at 34 to say that your tyre's getting low. Max temperature, minimum temperature, top pressure 42, low pressure 40, and then temperature again. And I've obviously got it in PSI and degrees. So now it's ready for me to go and fit to the bike. So what I'm going to do, because I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm going to do the front one first so that I can get all the swearing and the irritation out of the way, and then I'm going to come back and I will video the rear. Like I'll have any more of an idea of what I'm doing, but never mind, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, but I thought I'd just come quickly flick back and turn back on and show you that, because otherwise I'd have been missing a whole bit. So yeah, I will see you again, hi, bye, in a bit. Right, so after reading the instructions, I can't do that. So what you have to do is, on the side of the Chigee, you will see, I think. Maybe. Those two buttons. There are your plus and minus. You hold them for 5 seconds apparently. Goes into pairing mode. Aha! Right, now it's doing that. You then screw a cap on right. Okie dokie, that's saying 33.6. Now onto the rear. See if I can. Woo! Right, and it's doing the same again, but if you can see, I don't know if you can see that, hang on. It's picked up the front tyre pressure. And then if I just whop the rear one on, right, it's saying 38.4. Okay, but it does say in the instructions, what does it say? It says, let's go back over to the bench. Right, that's better. Hi, you can see me now. Poor souls. Right. Right, that's done, apparently. According to the, well, yeah. Pairing process is automatically ended. Okay. Please note that the tyre pressure may be incorrect due to installation problems, but tyre pressure will be updated after normal driving. I hope that's the case. So I guess the only thing to do really is to test it. Not quite sure why it's still flashing. Still flashing at me. I assume that is because that's lower than what lower than my minimum or my alarm pressures. Sorry, totally retarded. Yeah, that's my assumption, is because it's lower than what I want them to be at and set at. That's why it's going, no, flashy. But again, we will see. I'm tidying my workshop whilst I'm doing the video. Okay, right. Now, mounting. Let's have a look. So it comes with a couple of brackets. Still didn't hit that. That's better. Let's have a look. So my mount is that way, so obviously I'm going to be sliding in that way. Let's have a look. That's no good. Does it matter which way this goes? It probably does, yes. So that goes that way. That goes that way. Then that's just going to be a bit rubbish. That's not how I want it. I want it that way. Obviously, when you see the videos, all the trailery bits, they've stuck their thing the other way. Hang on. Bear with me. So this is the remote for my GoPro. That is on very, very tight. There we go. Because I wanted my plate, mounting sticky plate, to be nice and solid. I didn't like the idea of it being the other way. So what I can do, oh, hello. Oh, that's different. How have I managed to booger that up? I have. What a tit. Okay. That has now thrown me a little bit, unfortunately. Right. I think until I get some more GoPro bits. Oh, that's irritating. I'm going to have to use the strap mount. Bugger it, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to use the strap mount, that's irritating. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to have a rummage. And there's no point me leaving you hanging like a monkey in a tree. So, just hang fire. Won't be a minute. Right. Now I've got to try and mount this on my handlebars, which I didn't want to do, but it is only it's a non-permanent thing, because what I will do is get a double GoPro adapter that will fit on the top of there, and I can just put the Chigee on and then my remote whenever I feel like it. Because that's what I want, and I don't particularly like this. This is the only bit so far that's not enthused me, shall we say. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, it's not really enthused me at all. Double check that. So yeah, so that's got to be at the top. Send that. Through there. So that's at the top. I really do dislike these things with a passion. Don't even like the metal ones. And I know they do a good job, don't get me wrong, but oh, this is going to take an age. Oh, don't you dare. Don't want to scratch my paint. Retard. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't use words like that really, but there we go. The reason I'm putting it up here, and it looks naff, is because I won't be able to see it behind my tank bag, and I always run with a tank bag, basically. So that is why. God, Jesus, this is taking its time. Is that even... Oh, that is remotely tight. I suppose I don't need to do it up murder, do I? It's only plastic. Right, let's shove Chigee in there. Not one of my finer moments. There we go. Let's slide in there like that. Like that. Right. Let's put that on there. How does that look? I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It's on. I mean, I'd rather it was there, but I am going to snip off that excess though, because that's irritating. So I do that. You watch. The bloody thing won't work. Or do I? No, probably not. We have Sam Vincent going, no, just cut it off. But I'm going to tuck that in there, out of the way for now. No bugger can see it. And then if it isn't right, I can send it back without them going, well, you've cut the bracket. Which I suppose they are right, well in their rights to do. Right, so that's on. The only other thing I've got left to do is ride it. I hope that beeping stops and it doesn't flatten the battery tonight, because I'll be proper pissed if that comes out tomorrow, or come out tomorrow morning and the battery's flat. I'm sure it went off after a bit. I've got to go into my local bike shop tomorrow morning. I was going to take the car, but I'll probably take the bike now and get that to make sure that's working. Yeah, let's do that. So tomorrow morning I'm going to ride the bike. I am also going out tomorrow afternoon with my darling wife. Ah, it turned off. Look at that. So I'm not going to come out tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be pissed because it isn't going to be flat. Awesome. Right. Now, let's tidy up, I suppose, really. Better way, hadn't I? Here's my workshop. Nobody else is going to tidy it up for me. Potentially useful. Absolutely useful. Right. So those bits I need. Right, anyway. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to sign this one off. I look like I've got boobs. I don't like this chest piece. It looks like I've got, well, I've got boobs. But, can you see me? I can see me. I'm going to tidy up and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you are out riding, ride safe, but most importantly, have fun. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.